All right, hello, Cheerskevin here, and welcome back to Nowhere, our citadel in nowhere. I've gone ahead and added a little bit of decoration, expanded out because we initially had kind of just these four platforms in a sort of, I don't know, drone or fidget spinnery type of pattern. I decided to go ahead and make a little ring out here, and then I used chiseled glass of a thin grid variety to make our base a little more spacious. I don't think we'll actually use these spaces. We want to kind of save these for various setups and whatnot. Although, to be honest, I mean, we've learned that the gist of this is, hey, figure out ways to craft at least one of the things so that we can, in theory, craft infinite of those things. But we still don't really know. I mean, I suppose we run into the fact that a fair number of the IC2 blocks do not have EMC values, but we still don't entirely know what this MODPACK is going to be pushing us to do. Are we going to be trying to get to certain resources? Or are we going to be doing, whatever? The creativity stuff here. It looks like this requires the Empowerer. So I guess this is where stuff very much starts. And this would allow us to upgrade our tools beyond the limits of mortal men. So the Empowerer, I presume, is somewhere. I think that may be in here. No, the Empowerer is in actually Edition. So apparently this is the route we eventually need to get to. And it does mean we're going to need to gather a whole bunch of stuff before we can even begin to get to that. And that will allow us to create empowered things, whatever that means. But before we get into any of that, before we expand our base, before we do anything, I want to play with Immersive Engineering. We spent so long trying to get into Immersive Engineering because some recipes were missing and we were trying to figure this out. So because we were trying to get steel, I want to set up steel production the way that I want to set it up. Oh, look at that. It is becoming snowy. We are getting some precipitation. Yeah, we'll have to see how we feel about that, but that's okay. But anyways, we needed blast bricks to create a blast furnace in Immersive Engineering. And then with the steel, we'll be able to. So I'm gonna pretend we did gather some steel. We got it from Ender.io. But I'm gonna pretend we didn't, because we need the achievement anyway. I want to create some blast bricks, and these do have. They do not have EMC values, so we'll need to create a bunch of them then. So bricks we know about. And then we were struggling to figure out how we get blaze and struggling to figure out how we get nether brick. So nether rack, we got to smelt it up. Look, there's the philosopher's stone recipe for it. Again, it was not in the pack briefly because there was an update that was released without it. We'll go ahead and just grab the redstone and the coal cobblestone. There we go. And then blaze powder we can get from blaze rods, which also has a recipe. So it's stone rods and then a bunch of lava buckets. So let's go ahead and grab a stack of buckets and then a stack of obsidian. And then do we have stone rods in here? I don't even remember. What is the recipe for? Okay, it's just two stone. Okay. And then, yeah, we need to place down our lava. Or our obsidian, so that we can convert it into lava via our philosopher's stone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and yeah, I'm just gonna throw these. Let's just throw these here, right? We can just do that. Cool. Okay. Lovely. That'll at least that'll clean up some of our snow for us, which is nice. How many do we need? 7, I think, something like that. Okay. So that should be enough. Give us a blaze rod. Thank you. And that has EMC, so we no longer have to know about it. Hooray for us. Let's pull that back out, because then we can get our blaze powder. And, yeah, we can just craft that normal styles. And that does not have an EMC value, but the blaze rods do, so hooray for us. So then the nether, which we will have to smelt up. Yeah, let's just craft that up as well. And there we go. We've got netherrack learned. Hooray for us. Now, of course, it was something we could have eventually gotten from the scrap box, but I am very glad not to have to worry about it. Do we have a furnace in here? I kind of don't want to put a furnace here, though. Do we want to just put it in the floor, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, I think we'll just put it in the floor for now, because, yeah. And smelt up some of these. I can't remember if we need multiple nether bricks or if it has EMC. We'll find out in a moment. Oh, okay. It has EMC, so we don't need to smelt up more of that. Cool. Okay, so there we go. Bricks and blah-bitty blahs. Let's get ourselves a whole bunch of these. I think we need 27 in all. There we go, 27, and we have our immersive engineering progress. Hooray for us. And we'll go ahead and pick a platform on which to place this stuff. I suppose we can drop in our EMC crystal for all the good that's going to do. And where do we want to put it? Let's put this over here. And this just needs to be a 3 by 3 by 3 block of these things. And then we just have to hit it with the engineer's hammer. So let's go ahead and grab, not the forge hammer, the engineer's hammer. There we go. And smack it. Boom. There we go. Right click. There we go. Really hot topic. Hooray for us. We can go ahead now and smelt up iron in there. Let's grab some iron ingots. And yeah, let's grab some Maternus fuel, I guess. I wonder if it could be that that's not going to play in here, but we'll see. Go ahead and we'll put half a stack in there and then an Eternus fuel. No, we'll not take that. Okay. Let's put in regular coal then. Aha, so it won't take that either. I wonder if this explicitly requires coal coke, which is another type of fuel that we can get through immersive engineering. My voice is cracking, man. It's brutal. Still kind of sick. So, let's operate on the assumption that we do need to craft or we need to melt up some coal coke, which is basically a processed version of coal. So for that we need coke brick, which is another achievement thing for us anyway. So clay, bricks, and sandstone, easy enough. We should have all of those. Clay and brick and sandstone. Go. And yeah, give me a bunch of coke bricks. Actually, how many does it want us to have? Because probably 27 as well. I'm just guessing. Let's see here. Yep, 27. Okay, cool. There we go. And yep, give us 27 of these. Oh, there. A shift click. I don't have enough. Brick. There we go. Okay, 27 coal brick. I made one too many, but that's okay. And of course, now this means that this placement is dumb. So we'll go ahead and break that real quick and move this over by a little bit. Actually, I should just, yeah. Because I've seen immersive engineering used a little bit, and it looks really, really cool. And I'm excited to play with it, and I'm kind of bummed that we had to go into the rely on Ender.io, because I think this is probably one of the more entertaining ways to do things. So we'll set this up here, and this we should be able to right click. There we go. So this is the coke oven. Yes, okay. And we can put in coal here, and it should eventually turn into coal coke. And I do think we get something as a secondary output as well. And then we'll plop up this. Is this how I set things? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. We'll put this right next to it. Now, I believe because these are the simple versions of these machines, there's really no automation possible. This is just for us to manually do stuff. So we're going to basically set this up, have them run for a little bit, and then probably tear them back down. But that's okay. This is all about enjoying ourselves and having a fun time, right? Okay, there we go. Boom. And yeah, if we look at recipes, so we do, yeah, so this will give us some creosote oil over time. You can also melt up other things. You can melt up wood to get charcoal and get some creosote oil. You can also take a block of coal, get a block of coal coke, and then get creosote oil out of there too. So that's something we could do. But yeah, this is liable to take quite some time. So in the meantime, I want to see about. So it was mentioned a while back. It was mentioned in one of the comments that the Akashic Tome, we can just craft that with the Engineer's Guide. But unfortunately, I don't have that in this version because we had a reset before we built stuff up here. So that's kind of a bummer. We're gonna need to relearn books. Let's see how we can most easily do that. Yeah, blank patterns. Do we have patterns? Pattern, string, and paper. What do we know about pattern? We know about paper. Cool. Yeah, we don't know about Tinker's construct patterns for whatever reason. So we'll have to learn about those. Let's put some of this stuff away. So we'll need some planks, and we'll need some sticks to learn about those patterns. And do we know about string? We do know about string. Okay, fair enough. Let's learn us a pattern then. Ba-bum. And where are my sticks? There they are. Like so, and we've learned patterns. Let's go ahead and teach it patterns. There we go. Thank you. And yeah, now we should be able to craft a book. Boom. And make sure that we learn the book once more. And we are getting caught up to basically not having random stuff that we've seen that we suddenly don't know how to do anymore. Akashic Tome. Yeah, let's bookmark this. Right, okay, just a bookshelf. Cool. So give me some more books, and give me some more we don't need more planks. We're good. So cool. Akashic Tome, bookshelf. By the way, apparently you can hit backspace and it will go to the previous recipe. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that was sent to me by Kurt, so thank you very much for that. It's very appreciated. Because yeah, every so often there are things that are taken for granted. And they're so easy that it's sort of assumed that people know how to do it. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Let's take the no. Give me the book back. I need the book. I need it. Okay. Yeah, book and bookshelf, and we can craft the Akashic Tome with the engineer's manual. Let's see, there we go. Engineer's manual, Engineer's manual. And that one is a book and a lever, which do we know about? I don't know if we know about levers. Gotta learn about levers, ladies and gents. So there we go, lever. And then if we craft the lever with a book, we get the engineer's book. There we go. And huzzah. And now if we craft the Akashic Tome with the engineer's manual, apparently now we have an Akashic's. Okay, so this does give us access. Cool. Okay. So this becomes multiple books, and then I guess we can presumably... Okay, so I can just left-click it, and then it becomes the tome again? But otherwise, yeah, you can... Okay, so this does let you contain all of the manuals. So I guess with that in mind, we should look and see what the other manuals are. Actually, Additions manual, RF tool shape manual, manual kinetic generator. That's not... actually, Additions, I don't know much about. Ooh, that's a different recipe. Canola. Okay, we don't have that. Ooh, cocoa beans, though. How are we going to get cocoa beans? Aha. Okay, so it looks like there's just a rare chance if we throw things into a crusher from brown wool that we'll be able to get cocoa beans out of there. So I guess that's an option. There's no way. Yeah, we'll get brown pigment, but no actual. Yeah, okay, because we can get to all of the wools, which is nice. Anyway, RF tools. Oh, that's just a book surrounded by redstone. We sure as heck can do that. Thank you. Redstone. Let's go ahead and grab that out there. We're learning stuff. We're not having to spend as much time in game. And I feel like there was a oh yeah, and then just craft these together. Bum. Now we have this, and it has both of these in there. Hooray! Okay, so if we look at the RF tools book. Yeah, cool. Smart wrench, RF monitor, blah, 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 blah. RF tools, honestly, we've been able to play with, and it hasn't really been an issue for us, but that's okay. All right, so we've got some coal coke. We've got some creosote oil. And I think creosote oil may actually be something it wanted us to have anyway. So put that in there. Did we have... Where's my iron? I thought I had taken out a stack of iron, but whatever. We'll go ahead and grab some of that. And honestly, part of me is wondering now if this was a smart idea. Should we have done this with all the snow and stuff? Is there let's see, weather. Is there a weather modifier? There's a weather obelisk. Changes the current weather, requires a lot of power. Okay, so eventually we may be able to to change the weather here anyway, and then not have to worry about snow. But yeah, okay. It's fine. This looked beautiful. And yeah, this is a very slow process. And the only recipe that this has is a block of iron or the iron ingot. Now, the improved blast furnace is the one that we eventually want to get to. But okay, let's grab our quest reward there. And then the last one in here is the dumpster, and there is now a recipe for the dumpster. And this is void crystals. Void crystals we're not going to be able to get to until we have an atomic reconstructor, which seems, honestly, doesn't seem crazy far. Well, iron casing, what is an iron? Black quartz, okay. That's probably a ways off. Regular quartz. Oh, actually, yeah, we can get to regular quartz, ladies and gentlemen. That's fantastic. And that has an EMC value. I feel like we should do that. I think we already ran into a case where we were bummed because we didn't have comparators. So let's do that. So we needed some marble, which is a pain in the butt, but that's okay. The recipe for marble was what? Oh, wait a second. Marble has an EMC value. Okay. I think I went through and manually crafted these a whole bunch in the last episode, despite the fact that it has an EMC value. So I'm an idiot. Yeah, because I was even worried. I was going, oh no, we're going to have to craft so much marble for when we get to astral sorcery stuff. It's going to be terrible. My life is over. Okay, marble. There you go. Get the rest of that. And now learn us a quartz. Huzzah! Oh my goodness, there's recipes for everything. Well, this kind of brings things down a little bit. Black quartz. This is black quartz. Man, it looks like we can unlock black quartz by just surrounding with black pigment, which we can do if we take out some wool. We know about blue wool. That's all we need to know about. We just have to hit it a bunch of times until we get black wool, and we go past it, and then we just got to throw that into a redstone or into a crusher. So yeah, learn about black wool. Thank you. Yeah, let's go ahead and just set up a pulverizer and simple Stirling generator right next to each other, because why not? We'll set those up here as kind of being our basic toolkit, and this gets power from there. And this actually maintains its inventory, which is nice. It looks like that's the case for perhaps all of the Ender IO stuff, which would be really cool news. And yeah, we'll just tell it to go ahead and pulverize up black wool. We'll get some regular wool, or I think we'll get string, and then we'll also there we go, steel ingot. Hooray. Okay, so this is running, and of course that consumed our coal coke, so we'll have to go ahead and stock that thing back up. Okay, so the improved blast furnace is another multi-block structure, and this is nice. It will actually play through the process of constructing it. It looks like it's a 3x3 base, and it goes up 4 blocks. I don't know. So 27 of this reinforced brick, and then a hopper on top of it. And the achievement here should be roughly the same here. 27 and then a hopper. So fair enough. Let's see what it takes us to craft up this improved improved blast furnace. Okay, so reinforced blast brick is blast brick and then a steel plate. And a steel plate is... Yeah, okay, so for the steel plate, we can use the industrial craft tools to give us that if we so choose. To be honest, I'm feeling a little charitable towards industrial craft. Maybe because this looks like an easier way to get us stuff. The metal former is something we probably should have crafted a long while ago. Maybe that's something we do. I'm also feeling like we shouldn't bother making coal coke individual. We should make coal coke blocks. Actually, you know what I should do is see if this has an EMC value. It does not. Okay, cool. So they do want you to automate that, I'm assuming. We can take a coal block. Do we not have a... Oh, we haven't learned the coal block. Okay, fair enough. Let's learn the coal block. And then we'll put those in, and that will give us blocks of coal coke. And since it's an achievement as well, let's put this down, put that down. And let's take the creosote out of here. There we go. Creosote oil bucket, and then we get an achievement for that. And I think we can use this. We can use this with regular planks to create treated wood planks, which should unlock some stuff for us as well. So if we take, just surround this with planks, then this will treat the planks and make them fancy. And it looks like that is also a quest, so hooray for us. Creosote oil bucket, treated wood planks, a water wheel. We're up in the sky, but that sounds like something we could or maybe ought to do. The engineer's workbench. Oh, there we go. This sounds exciting. Okay, the engineer's workbench is just treated wood planks, a crafting table, and a treated wood fence, which is treated wood planks, treated sticks. Okay, so basically, this is a whole... This ain't your regular wood. This is a whole different kind of wood. Oh, and it looks like did it consume that bucket, or did I just happen to... I think I put it away. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and fill up another thing with our creosote. Thank you. And we'll treat some more wood planks. All the wood planks can... Feel free to hang out with us. There are storage drawers and regular... Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There are storage drawers and all of those wonderful things in this mod as well. We do want to eventually... I want to push us towards applied energistics because I haven't been able to play with it yet because it tends to be endgame in a lot of these progression packs. So we haven't gotten to that. Let's make some treated sticks. There we go. And then what was it? Treated fence. Yep, that was right. Cool. We get 3 of those, and then. So we need a crafting bench, and that goes down here, and this goes here, and then treated wood planks across the top, and we have an engineer's workbench. We'll put this over here with our engineer things. Oh, look at that. So fancy. It's even got a vise in there. Okay, let's grab this, and then engineer's blueprint. What does an engineer's blueprint require? Blueprint. All right, and it looks like there are blueprints to allow us to craft multiple different types of things. So we need a steel plate, we need paper, and then we need lapis or blue pigment. We do have blue pigment, or at least we should, or at least we're a step away from it. Yeah, there we go. We've got blue pigment. Steel plate is not something so we're definitely going to want to automate steel as quickly as is feasible, because it seems to be something that is part of a lot of these recipes. But we do have some steel, so let's go ahead and hammer this up. Give me my forge hammer. And because now this is also something that can be do it here. Huh, okay, interestingly, it does not look like I can I guess maybe the steel is too hard to actually do with a forge hammer, so we would have to do it in some sort of machine. So, yeah, if we want, this, we can do it in a compactor, we can do it we can cast to it, that makes sense. We can use the block cutter, we can use the metal former. It's weird that the metal former would work, but okay, that's fine. I think the metal former was a requirement anyway. Let's double check that, and if so, we can go ahead and craft it, get some of this industrial craft stuff out of the way. Yeah, the metal former was a requirement here, so let's try that. Okay, so the metal former is some coils, and then some toolboxes, a base machine casing, and electronic circuit. Let me see what of that we happen to have with us. I don't think we have much of that. We've got an iron plate, cool. We do have the coils, which is nice. I am going to grab the generator as well, but yeah, it looks like that is the extent of it. So, okay, we will need to craft up the electronic circuit. More copper. That's okay. I mean, the other good news is that the metal former should allow us to make should allow us to make cable and stuff without having to go through the manual process of punching stuff a lot. So hopefully that'll help. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I have good news and I have bad news. The bad news is that I had to pause recording because my audio went weird, and I restarted things and forgot to hit record. So you missed the end of the episode. The good news is that means we're going to continue the episode. Here's what you missed. We did manage to get our improved blast furnace. We managed to craft the IC2 metal former, which created our steel plates from the steel, and we set up our smeltery again. It's a little bit taller, and we're using faucets that pour into channels, because then they will cast into here, and then while this thing is forming, it'll go ahead and just put stuff back in. So the channel will just import the liquid. So basically, you can go ahead and set this to the fluid that you want and turn the thing on and let it cast until it runs out of that thing. So we were able to put up a bunch of steel in here as well, and then just put it into a plate, because we needed that to get our bronze plate. I think to get the metal former constructed in the first place. So we got that done, and then it was just a matter of getting a bunch of steel, and we now have our improved blast furnace, which is automatable, which is very exciting. What we are going to do now is, okay, my monitor just went blank for a second, but it seems to be back. What we are going to do now is do the actual automation. So this, I think I misspoke earlier in the episode, or maybe in the part of the episode that you don't get to see, when I said the coke oven is not automatable. Apparently the coke oven is automatable, meaning we can put things into it and we can take things out of it. However, there is something interesting, and that is the creosote oil. Well, if it racks up in here, well, then this isn't going to work. It's not going to avoid the excess. It's going to just stop working, which is very obnoxious. So we're going to have to figure out a way to get rid of the creosote oil. What we need to do is basically get the coal coke, or the block of coal coke, depending on what we decide we want to do, into the improved blast furnace. And I think we'll probably just use regular coal coke. Now, one of the things that I really think is cool with Immersive Engineering is their they have oh gosh, why am I blanking on the words? I'm blanking on the words. Conveyor belts, that's the word. It's very difficult for me to understand that. And it looks like there's a great recipe that's just rubber, iron, and redstone. So we're gonna do some of that right now, and I'm very excited. I hope you are as well. Let's grab some iron out of here, and we'll grab some rubber out of here, and we'll go ahead and craft up some of that. In reality, I don't think we're going to be able to use this for much, because these machines are so close together that it doesn't much matter. But hopefully this will work all the same. So like that, and then like that, and there we go. We have some conveyor belts. Oh, it looks like there was a task associated with that. Hooray for us. I guess that must be a partial step in some direction here. Okay. So the way that this works, as far as I understand, is we can choose what direction we want this to go in. And this should take out the block of coal coke and put it into our improved blast furnace, if everything is correct. It does not appear to be. Okay, there's an extracting conveyor belt. That's probably what we actually need. I wonder if we'll be able to craft this. Treated wood planks, yes. Strip curtain, that's tough fabric and iron rods, okay. Tough fabric is a bunch of hemp fiber around a stick. I want to make this work, so we're probably gonna make this work. There's also a covered version of these. There's a dropping conveyor belt. This is fancy and fun, and I like fun. Also, it'll move the player too, which is just awesome. It does look like some of this is going to require an iron mechanical component, so we'll need some iron plates for that. Let's go ahead and just throw a stack of iron here in the roller, so they'll go ahead and make us a bunch of iron plates while we are idling there. Or while we're busy. So wood planks we've got, conveyor belt we've got, the strip curtain. So steel rod or iron rod. Well, what is the iron rod? The iron rod is just 2 iron. Okay, cool. And that does have EMC, so let's go ahead and make sure we've learned that. Iron, pull that out. And iron rod looks like a so. Cool, cool. And this should be doable. We're just going to need to take some bone meal and get our hemp seeds planted. Let's get ourselves a hoe. There we go. Now, you know what? I wonder. I think actually this should be fine, even though there's no. Yeah, this hydrates just fine. So we'll go ahead and plant these down here, like a so. And then yeah, we'll just bone meal this until we can. Whoop. There we go. Bone meal this till we get some nice drops off of it. Okay, extracting conveyor belt. Sorry, a strip curtain. Oh, and this gives us 3 of them. Nice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. And then we just need the treated wood planks, which I've got somewhere, and then this iron mechanical component. Let's grab those because I put some of this stuff away. So yes, treated wood planks, and let me just put away some of the stuff that is not going to stack, like these coils and whatnot. We'll come over here and grab our iron plates. And we'll grab a single bronze. It was copper. A copper ingot. Here we go. And give us an extracting conveyor belt. So we need the iron mechanical component. Thank you. And then we need this whole thing. Awesome. Okay. So let's see how this one works. I really hope it does. Look at that. It spits. Oh, man, really? Okay, the internet tells me that it does in fact need to go through the top, so I'm thinking that maybe we need another special conveyor belt, and that would be the hopping conveyor belt, or the dropping conveyor belt. So this is an iron trapdoor and a conveyor belt, and we'll see if we can make that work. So we have a plan. Okay, so let's imagine something like this, and then we'll build up a little pathway to it. There we go. And let's try dropping the coal coke onto here and seeing what happens. Oh, that's not quite right. Yes, okay, that works. And then steel apparently comes out the front, and then slag, which is a byproduct, comes out the back. So we can, and you know what? Since I don't particularly care about the slag right now, we can just go, well, I suppose we'd need another extracting conveyor belt to do that. But we can actually, these do have EMC values, which is amazing, so we can do that. Let's just make sure this one's learned. Yes. Extracting conveyor belt. What? Come on. Huh, weird. Okay, it doesn't treat that as the same? Well, that's weird. Okay, so it treats these as versions of the same thing. Interesting. But that's okay. We can just make another iron mechanical component and make another extracting one. And there we go. That way this thing won't stop working because it's filled up with slag, because that would be sad as well. And there we go. So now that should extract out any slag. And then this should... Yeah, this is not... I guess this is just not going to extract automatically, which is kind of a bummer. But okay. Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is I am going to move this alloy kiln over by 1, and then what we can use is these vertical conveyor belts. Look how fancy. So that's cool. And then how exactly do these get placed? Like this? Okay. I'm guessing. Okay. So, an extractor. Okay, there we go. That makes more sense. I was going, that's too many blocks. And then I think we've got one too many up here. And so this, oh, look at that. It pulls us up as well. Awesome. All right, let's see about this. If we throw this down here, it gets picked up and it goes up and boom, into there. Awesome. Okay, that's very exciting. Let's tear this down then. Okay, and as fun as the conveyor belts are, I think we'll go with something a little more simple in these cases. Now, we should be able to insert these, I think, from theoretically anywhere, so we can actually hide this one away a little bit. We'll put the energy condenser there, and we'll make sure that it is producing coal. And then we'll just put the energy collector right behind it, like so. And then this should start getting coal. Oh, nope. Come on. Oh, I made 30 of these, apparently. Oh, yep, there we go. Now we're making coal. And actually, if this, once this finishes, we should hopefully see, some coal coke coming out of here and spewing up into the blast furnace. There we go, coal coke. Going up, and, oh, come on, really? What? Oh, because I've got a block of coal coke in there. Fair enough. Fair enough. I was going to be very angry there for a second, but it's okay. all is cool. Now the other thing that we are gonna have to figure out how to void the creosote oil in there. But the cool news is that works. Another thing that I want to do though is we want to not just get, we need to get iron pouring out into here as well. And I guess the rest, the excess of it can just get voided. I guess. We're definitely gonna have a lot of excess. Because I want to make this look kind of sneaky. I think we'll actually route this behind here. And we'll put this right here. And then the plan will be, okay, so if I hold shift, I don't get moved by the conveyor belt. That's nice. Right, okay, so the plan then will be to have a hopper here, which explicitly targets dropping just straight down. Yeah, let's do this. Let's set up this one first. We'll plop that there and tell this. We need to tell it to make iron, so I need to get an iron ingot for that. We'll need to put an energy collector next to it, so that'll be here, being very sneaky. And then, we'll need... Actually, you know what? That'll work fine. We can use the same energy condenser, I think, for both. Whoops. Oh, so give me that back, please. We'll just put stuff into there from here, and then there. And then this, we'll tell it to create coal. So there we go. That's creating coal. And then, so we'll use the same energy collector to gather materials for both of them. Oh gosh, no! All right, the first one of these happened. I'm officially climbing all the way back up to our base. And then, yes, we just need to tell this one that we want it to generate iron. That's going to spit those out, and then once it does... Of course, it's going to take a little longer to do that, but that's okay. Once it does, it should spit them out onto its conveyor belt. The hopper should basically drop them immediately. One would hope. Yep, there we go. So we've got iron going into there. And we do have coal coke going into there. And look at that. Okay, so now we should have automated the production of steel. And hopefully, when this is done, now this is a very slow process. Hopefully, when this is done, the steel may stay in here, I don't know. But the slag, we're using the extracting one, so it should certainly go off and then just fall down into nowhere. Nowhere we have to worry about. We'll get lag and stuff, obviously, but nowhere else we have to worry about. And I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know if the placement automatically works, but we'll find out. I mean, we know that the slag got extracted, so I guess maybe we didn't need the auto extractor, but who knows? Yes, okay, that does work. So we can just go ahead and put it into a drawer. We could probably move this drawer back as well, actually. And that's probably what we ought to do. And yes, okay, so we can, in fact, just put the drawer right in front of there. Now, the other thing we need to do is worry about actually voiding the creosote oil, which is going to be a bit of a pain in the butt, and I honestly don't know how exactly we're going to void it without the dumpster block, which is a fair bit of a ways away, as far as I can tell. It's at least an episode away. What we can do in the meantime is craft another multi-block from Immersive Engineering, which is the fluid tank, and we can set up some pipes that way. So... let's try that. So this will need 4 treated wood fence and then 34 iron sheet metal. And basically it's just a big empty thing. It is a tall structure. Okay, so iron sheet metal is a bunch of iron plates. So we've got some of those. Do we have enough of them? It's an open question. Oh, that was a task apparently. All right, putting this together. And, oops, I missed one. There. And yeah, we're just leaving the space in here, and then this one is fully capped off. Okay, and then we just hit this thing with an engineer's hammer, and we have a tank. Now, apparently we can fill this from the top or the bottom. I think we'll plan on filling this from the top, so we need a pump, which will pull out the creosote, and then we'll need some pipes, which we can use to wire it. So the pump looks like this. It's going to require a fluid pipe, which is going to require yet more iron plates. So I got to make sure we've got a bunch of those going. So there we go, fluid pipe, and we got some tasks completed there. We need another iron mechanical thing, so we need some copper for that. Boom, 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 boom. And forget when we're in the wrong space. We'll go ahead and make one of those. And then do we have enough? Yes, I think we do. All right, we've got ourselves a pump. And then we just need the pipe. And the pipe is, where's the pipe? It's the same material. Okay, so let's, I need my scaffolding blocks. Okay, so now apparently the pump is more effective when it has when it has power, but it doesn't technically need it. So we're just not going to worry about it. Boom. And we'll go ahead and tell this. It's not going to connect. Okay. Why is this not going to connect? Well, we'll find out at some point, I'm sure. And there we go. And then we should just be able to hit the sides of this thing with a hammer. We'll no longer replace fluid blocks with cobblestone. Cool. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Oh, you know what? Okay, apparently I'm an idiot. This is where it would actually connect. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, that'll work. And this is not, yeah, that's not actually output. Okay, let's look at the bucket. This is still empty because we need to actually configure the side of this thing. And which we can do with the engineer's hammer. This is why I was confused. Okay, thank y'all, it's fine. So to do this, we just need to hit this. There we go. So blue is input, yellow is, orange is output, as I think. We'll find out. And then we can just hit this here to, we can hit this side of it to disconnect it, I think. Okay, look at that. 6,000 millibuckets of creosote oil is in here, which means none of it is in here. Okay. Okay, so that, yeah, that's a little weird. I was trying to also disconnect this edge of it, but whatever, it's fine. Not the end of the world. The point is, we now have automated steel production, and the only downside is that we're voiding resources in a rather unproductive way. We'll have to see how achievable the dumpster is. Because this whole chucking things off of the side of our base strategy for the solids and throwing things into a tank for the liquids are maybe not the best, but so far we already have 10 steel ingots, so I'm going to call that a job well done. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. We got to play with Immersive Engineering. Oh, I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I've been wanting to do this for a while, and I'm excited to play with it. We'll do more in future episodes, but until then, I will see you soon. Cheers.